You could take a better one.
I do have one.
Can you hear you? Is
Yeah.
that muted?
No, I do have one.
Okay, send it to me.
Wait.
I was gonna do the soup. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tryna run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
Ah, shuck it, duck it.
Hey,
What's
hey, hey.
up? What's up, people?
What's
Everybody
up?
got
What's
their
up?
special jerseys on.
We're trying to find out what's wrong with Jamal. Jamal?
I can't. That's why the link that you normally send to all of us, send that link to me because my browser, everything is saying everything is blocked. It's blocked. Microphone blocked, camera blocked, and on my phones. That's why I was saying.
Well, why you didn't? Why you
I
didn't?
can't even get in there to even send somebody the link.
Why you didn't fix it when you was here yesterday? Okay, I'll send
I
it to
did not
you.
have this issue on yesterday, not this one. I didn't have with the camera and the mic. So they said the browser, that wasn't an issue. I was on earlier today. That's why I don't know what's going on.
Because if you were on earlier today, what were you on earlier today? Then it might still be on. You got to close those windows.
I've set the computer off. I had set the computer off, and I'll come back. I'll come back in.
Okay,
So
bring the computer over here. Let's fix it tomorrow, okay? And we're gonna send you the link again.
So I can let y'all go ahead and handle it.
No, you need to come on in. You're the one made the agenda. You made the agenda.
So send me. The only thing you do, send the link that you normally send to us for us to come in there as administrators or whatever that you for us to come in just like. So that's what I need. So I will come in as a guest. So that's why I've been trying to say. That's why I don't. I've been saying it, but there was some other stuff. So I said
there is no link, Jamal. Okay, there is no link for you to come in as an administrator. Okay, you just come in the right. You come in.
Whatever you send us.
I'm going to send you the link just to come on the show. All right.
Let's get our hosts on the show.
The link was sent. Come on. Come on. The link was sent. All right. Good Lord, have mercy.
You created that monster.
That's the host, and he ain't ready. That's what you get when you ain't on time. You're supposed to be here 15 minutes early. We live now. You're supposed to be here 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
Then you ain't got to worry about that. Hey, Jamal. You're a good fine gentleman.
Yeah, and because the stuff is on this system, that's why I said I was on it. On this system, that's why I can't get to the videos. But yeah.
They'll never come in this way. Never. If you operating something. Don't even try to come in. I only send the link so you can send it to other people.
Right. And so, but that's why I was saying that because on here and even on the phone, trying to get, because the mic is not even working on the phone. That's why I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Well, you can't have cricket. Anyway.
It's called Verizon.
Oh no,
Watch
don't,
it, watch
no,
it,
no,
watch
no,
it.
don't do that. Don't do
Trish
that.
has said that. Tish and I know it was Fritz. I think it was Fritz. They in my ear right now. Yeah, yeah, Fritz, you right.
Ooh,
Okay.
I see where Jay get it from.
Hold on. Hello. Hey, God.
Oh, really?
Really?
Dang.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
don't know
He didn't go to Woodward Tompkins. I understand. I understand.
Lightning?
Okay.
I
We'll
know
just
you're
let him
lying.
in.
I know
You're the
you're lying.
rapper?
But God
All
right here with me right now.
Right.
God we right now.
I don't know what God you got, but God just
that's
hung
probably
up.
that was probably Satan. That was probably Satan.
Wow.
Probably
Jay,
Satan.
God just hung up. God said he did. He said, give him a pass. He went to Jenkins. I said, yes, sir.
Oh, he went to Jenkins. Jay, I need that shirt.
See?
All right.
I would say what I want to say. Yeah.
Tony,
Hey, I would say what I want to say, but I can't say it. Tony, this is not America at the dog. All right. He said, I'm going to calm down, black folks.
Y'all showing out this week, boy.
Mhm. Yeah, we ready.
We ready.
And so I guess the first thing we gotta do, we gotta pay homage to OJ.
Good job.
Yeah.
What do y'all got to say with regards to OJ? Because some people have these feelings, they have these sensations that some they can't necessarily tout OJ as the person. They try to think about him as an athlete. You know, someone that comes into play, record setter, but then also him being a pitch man. So, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, OJ.
I mean, he's still one of God's children, whether we like it or not. And I'm so grateful that I am not judged by man where I go when I leave this earthly place. People will judge you no matter how many people forgive you, even when you forgive yourself. I don't think it's funny because I've been reading a lot of things that people have had to say. Oh, good riddance is glad he gone. Why didn't you mention the families that he got a family too, though? He's got children, siblings.
Yep.
Why should they have to pay for whatever he did or did not do? Why buy into the justice system if you ain't gonna believe in it? I mean, at this point, do we really know what happened? None of us know what happened. Are there speculations? Obviously there are. But I tell you this, if he didn't do it, you still ain't looking for who could have did it. If this man was strong enough to have done it and walked this earth knowing what he has done, good luck with wherever he went from here. But that's not for me to judge. And I don't feel it's for anyone else to either.
Okay.
What's sad for him is he had a legacy for football. Everybody knew him for football. He broke records. Also his off the court, you know, like black activism, you know, like he stood up for the black people and their rights back in the days. But it's just unfortunate that everybody's only going to remember him for his trial. That's it.
And he didn't want any sympathy. He just got interviewed 2-3 weeks ago by someone who saw him driving, stopped him and was like, "Oh, I heard you was in hospice." He laughed. Hospice? Me? No, look at me. To only 3 weeks later find out he really was in hospice.
Mm-hmm.
But if he was for, you know, he could have
I don't think they let you drive while you're in hospice. Hospice, you go to hospice for your last days or months.
Exactly.
You know. Oh, my bad. Is it on me?
No, I'm done.
We're good. Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead, Coach Julius Hall.
Well, one thing that we're OJ didn't need forgiveness because OJ was not convicted. According to our system of justice, OJ was an innocent man. He did get in some later trouble for trying to go get something that belonged to him that he thought somebody had illegally, but that's not nothing for him to ask for forgiveness or not. He thought it was his. He believed it was his. It was his, but he was
exactly
in a way that he should have went through the courts to get it instead of bogarting it. Now, so OJ really, if we're going to believe in the justice system, like Tay said, you have to understand that if a person is not convicted, you still can't say that he's guilty.
That's right.
And then once he's served his time, then once paid, a debt is no longer a debt. He don't owe us nothing. OJ left this earth not owing us anything. OJ was one of the greatest running backs to ever carry a football. Yep. So we have to remember him like that. If we can remember Elvis Presley, if we can remember Donald Trump, and he ain't dead yet, for all the foul things that he's done, then why would we forget about the Jews? You're not going to make me dislike somebody because you dislike them. I'm not going to cancel somebody because you cancel them. No, that's not what this is about. OJ was a great football player, and we admire him for his football playing days. I always tell people, watch what you do, especially when you, and it's not racist to understand. Umar Johnson says it a lot of times. Stop trying to get something that don't belong to you. You don't stop trying to fit in where you don't belong. Stop trying to prove that you need to be over there. Just be you. Travel in your lane. Everybody will gravitate towards you. But when you think that you should cross over when you don't need to, just be in your lane, people will cross over to you. And it's a lot to go with this. Just watch what you're doing when you get that kind of money, that kind of status. You got to be able to watch what you're doing, because everybody ain't with you for real. Those that are rowing the boat, some of them are drilling holes. So you got to be able to find out who's for you and who's against
you. Sure.
And Coach Stud, do you remember what do you remember about OJ? What's your thoughts with regards to OJ? Is he running to the airport, on the field with the Buffalo Bills, or what?
On the field with the Buffalo Bills, has been a 2,000-yard season rusher. It's a shame that the public, after a trial, have independently found him guilty. It was a trial of the century, but that's how it goes. I don't agree with it, but that's what they done. But I remember OJ as being a football player. And I saw what they called him the juice. He had some speed that was deceptive, but he can turn the corner standing straight up running the ball. OJ would make a miss right in the hole. And that's how OJ would be remembered by me.
All right. And so we now move on. We have this. We have WNBA draft coming up, and we have 3 HBCU players, one from Tennessee State, one from Virginia Union, and one from Savannah State. And Amari Hurd, we were trying to have Amari Hurd on with us tonight. That was going to be a special surprise to everyone. Amari Hurd, a Lady Tiger, Amari Hurd, she put a name out there. And then we also have Angela Jackson from Jackson State, and Nia Langley from Virginia Union. And so, Coach Stud, what's your thoughts with regards to these young ladies who've now put themselves out there to be drafted in the WNBA?
That would be outstanding for the HBCUs to have the women's drafted. HBUs is getting to that level now, and that'll get more people to want to go to HBCUs instead of going to the D1 schools where they get overshadowed by more talented people.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be great to see them get drafted.
Okay. Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha.
I'm thrilled. It's about time. I will be watching. I am rooting for all of them, especially Savannah State, of course. But I think it's about time. I mean, closed mouths don't get fed. So even if you don't see my worth, as long as I see my worth, put yourself out there. And I hope they all get chosen.
Congratulations to them. It's been a long time. Now everybody's seeing what the women's game is about, and what HBCU is about, and what we have talent. We got talents too. So that's what they basically seeing. Everybody got talents all over the place. So these women definitely did something this year, and the WNBA draft is going to be much watched TV.
The women is out here breaking records.
Yeah.
All right. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I was hoping that you could get Ms. Hurd on here today, so we could talk to her. I don't know what's the problem. You with this faulty equipment that you have. Tish and Fritz were talking about you real bad. I tried to defend you, but we couldn't.
Don't put Coach Studs in this.
Don't put Studs in this. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So, I wish you could get on here. She need to get on here next week or something so we could talk to her. And it's just fantastic. These girls need to declare and go pro because, it's talent in these Division 1 AA Division 2 schools, So I'm just happy for them.
Okay. All right. And so we're going to continue on with regards to Ebony Sports Reporters. And we have something coming up for you all right now.
Did you want to be in?
With the light that I have now, as a white woman who leads a Black-led sport and celebrated here, I want to show a light on Black women. They don't get the media coverage that they deserve. They've given so much to the sport and the community and society as a whole, and their value is undeniable. And in the WNBA last season, the postseason awards, 80% of the winners were Black, but they got half the amount of coverage as the white athletes. So I think it's time for change. Sports media holds the key to storylines. Sports media and sponsors tell us who is valuable, and you have told the world that I matter today, and everyone who voted, thank you. But I think we should use this power together to also celebrate Black women. So to Maria Taylor, Robin Roberts, Maya Moore, Odyssey Alexander, to all the incredible Black women in my life on my teams, to Breonna Taylor and all the lives lost, and to those names who have not yet learned, but I hope to share, I stand behind you, and I will continue to follow you and follow your lead and fight for you guys. So.
All right. Coach Julius, and this was done approximately 2 years ago. Paige went out there, and some people forgot about that, but we wanted to pull it up so that people understand and see that, again, what she has been doing. And she advocated this, and look at how we're going to go. We're going to do it more later on, and look at how times have changed in less than 2 years. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I just want to correct something real quick. You can tell when a person went to Jenkins High School because 21 to 24 is like 3 years. So I just want to make sure you say approximately.
It was 21, 22 when this occurred. That's why because I could have gone and said the 22, but I was just trying to because I want to get into this what Paige said. So
I just wanted to make sure that we clarify that because we got to understand.
Either 2 to 3 years ago, this is when this occurred. This when she received the award because I wanted to say 22, but I was this 21? So again, we're not going. Paige, what Paige said something.
Paige said a mouthful. Paige was great. Paige said what everybody should have been saying because we elevated that sport as a people, especially Black women in sports, and she said they got over half the nominations, but didn't get the awards, and so that tells you that we're not participating to make sure that they get it. We're not. We're protesting all the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Instead of protesting everything that should be protested, and then we're not united as a people to make things happen. Things happen for them because they are united and they do it all together. We don't. We are so fractured as a people that there is no unity. The only thing we have is disunity. So I commend her for saying that 3 years ago. At Tompkins, they teach us how to count.
Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I love the speech. She used her platform to empower the Black women and to show that they don't get the same media coverage, but they win the awards. They win they don't get the sponsorship. They don't get the dues that their counterparts get, and it's sad. But the league is changing. As you could see, it's coming, it's changing. 4 years ago, you wouldn't talk about, women's basketball. Now it's here, and it's, it's like well, I can't say that. The women's basketball is like a roller coaster. Some years is good, some years is bad, but now
I think it's on the up and it's going to stay there. I mean, kudos to her for speaking out. I think with anybody, when you're on a team, that's just what it is, a team. You're not looking at what color she is, what color she isn't. We're in this as a family.
Yep.
But whether she said it or someone looked like me said it, it still needed to be said. Don't just listen hard because she said it versus had I said it or someone who looks like me had said it. Because we've been saying it. The question is, who's listening? Don't just listen because she said it. I'm glad she put it out there, but it's not been said before. We've always said it, but you're paying more attention to who said it versus what was said.
All right. Coach Stud.
I have to commend the young lady for saying that at the time when she was on the platform. And if you could see her as she was speaking, you can see the sincereness in what she was saying. She just wasn't up there just giving off smoke. Yeah, I could see the sincereness in her. I can feel the sincereness in her as she spoke, and I really commended her for that.
Okay. All right. So now we got something for you. We got Coach Julius Hall. This is Coach Julius Hall when he was at Tompkins High School. We got something for Coach Julius Hall when he was at Tompkins High School.
What that got to do with sports?
That was
He was kind of athletic now.
I'm so done with y'all.
We go get this is Coach Julius Hall when he was at Tompkins. Just let you know.
See how athletic I was?
Go Julius.
How athletic I was? Yeah, okay.
So, Coach Stud, what's your thoughts about Coach Julius Hall when he was a lad at Tompkins High School?
Coach Julius don't move like that. I have seen him move.
Right.
Hey, he was very energetic now. He was into it now.
And Coach Julius Hall, you at the talent show. Go ahead, Coach Stud. Coach Julius Hall, you at the talent show. What were your thoughts when you performed at the talent show?
I wish I could move like that. I really wish. They called me Juke and Jew. And Juke mean you can jam. They called me Juke and Jew because I couldn't dance. I had no rhythm. So they used to tease me and call some of my friends called me right now Juke, because I was Juke and Jew. I couldn't dance work. I was on the wall.
You could play all these sports, but you couldn't dance.
I couldn't dance. Period.
Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I wish we had
be careful. Be very careful.
We had a time machine to go back.
Boy, that'd be some sight.
I don't want to go there. I just want to look in the window and just see. What was Mr. Hall doing back then? Because, man, the things you tell us you used to do.
Especially from Tompkins. Woo. Woo, Lord have mercy.
Wow. But that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny, though. Yeah, that's true. But you said watch us, so we're going to tone it down a little bit.
So now, what's your thoughts with regards to the WNBA draft? What's your thoughts with regards to that, Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz?
I will be intensely watching.
Same here. It has come a long way. They got the same fanfare as the males. They come dressed up. They come prepared. They get interviewed just like the men, and they're happy to.
Let's get that money though, like the men.
That's what they do need. They need the sponsors to, like Paige said, the sponsors and the sports media dictates how the WNBA draft is going to be, how everything is going to be panned out for these women. So Caitlin is going to be number one. You know, she's going to Indiana. So that's going to be like, you know, oh my God, they're going to make it to the championship or make it to the playoffs.
Well,
so,
they may even start changing things because of her. Look at how they praise, you know, not saying that she's not worthy of it, because obviously she is, but the praises that she's gotten all through college. Okay, now she's going into the WNBA, which we all know doesn't get the recognition they deserve. So now are you going to change that narrative? Are you going to start giving them more better equipment, better flying and traveling, you know, amenities? Like, what exactly is going to change? Is it really going to make a difference now that she will be going to the WNBA?
Julius, what you normally say? Rule change.
Rule change.
Yeah, well, at some point they're going to have to.
They need to. They need to.
All right, Coach Stud.
With Caitlin in this draft, this may be the most watched draft since they've been drafting. It's going to be some viewers. When they got down to the Final Four, I heard people saying, I'm going to watch the women's Final Four and the championship. I mean, people that didn't follow female basketball, I mean, everybody got excited and was in front of their TV. So I'm going to say this WNBA draft will have more viewers than any previous draft.
Correct.
All right, Coach Julius Hall.
Well, you know the order. It'll be Caitlin, one. I believe that the big girl out of South Carolina will go 2. Then Angel Reese will probably go 3 or 4, according to if whoever else coming out. But Angel Reese will probably go 3 or 4. I would love an Angel Reese on my team because she motivates players.
Yes.
You know, she's a coach also. She's got Flage playing the way that Flage is playing. He ain't the coaches. It's Angel Reese.
Yes.
That has her playing like that. And Flage will tell you it's Angel Reese. And so, but it's going to be everybody know that Caitlin is going to Indiana.
Yes.
You know, so you just want to see where the other athletes, female athletes, laying at. It's going to be interesting.
All right. And so now we come to something. This is the NBA. Drew Holiday. And again, we have coaches who have issues about some things. And Drew Holiday got paid by the Celtics. And Coach Julius Hall was mad about that. Why is that, Coach Julius Hall?
I don't think he's worth that. I mean, I ain't hating on him or nothing, but the NBA, all us need to go join the NBA for us. You know, because they overpay you, and then you can just get on out. They overpay you like hell there, and then you don't produce. All the ones that they overpay, they don't produce. You know, overpay these kids, and they do not produce. But the money is there, so give them the money. If the teams they can't give it unless they can afford it. You know, but Drew Holiday ain't been that awesome to me. You know, that's just me. He better win a championship.
And Coach Stud.
Well, anytime a professional athlete, I like to see them get that money out of them owners. Because if they get injured and can't help their team win ball games, they just fade away. Especially if it's an injury that's a career-ending injury. They just fade them away. So I like to see them get as much money as they can out of them organizations. To me, I think Boston feel that this is the missing piece for them to win a championship. They needed better guard play. They got a 15-year vet, you know, he's turning 33, or he is 33 now, you know. But this is what they went out and they paid for him. So we'll see how it pan out here.
All right. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
What I've come to realize in all the years that I've been watching basketball is that the media decides how good you are, not how good you play in the court. Because should he have gotten that amount of money? Hell, if they want to give it to him, obviously they're not looking at him the same way we are as far as his gameplay. But then you look at a James Harden. I don't see James Harden the same way a lot of other people see him as far as his gameplay. But then you got a Isaiah Thomas who he balls. But for some reason, you give him 10-day contracts here, 10-day contracts here, and finally the Suns signed him. But they haven't even been doing good since then. So you underhandedly then blackball this man from the NBA, but nobody's talking about it. But you give someone like this dude all this money to do what? And it's no disrespect to his game because, like Coach Stud, if they gonna give it to him, yeah, buddy, go take it. But he probably even knows that he wasn't worth that amount.
I could say it's good for him, but Boston is playing him for the championship he won in Milwaukee, and since he left Milwaukee hasn't been the same. He brings I guess he's good for the locker room.
But he doesn't play the same either here like he did in Milwaukee.
He's probably good in the locker room. They need somebody to be a leadership in the locker room with Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Derek White. So he's just his defense and how he does in the locker room. I believe that's what got him the extension.
I believe the owners feel like they have to be right because they have the money. Whether they make the right decisions or not doesn't matter. Because they can make the decisions based on their pockets, they will. They wanted him to be a good fit for here. So they're going to make him. Even if that puzzle piece doesn't fit, they're going to still put it in that space because that's what they chose. He does not even play the same game here as he did when he was with the Bucks. But it doesn't matter to them. Look how bad they losing now to the Knicks. I'm just saying. But he hasn't been playing outstanding. I was shocked, honestly, when I saw how much they gave him. But I was like, yo.
Mr. Parker, we saw that, right.
Bruh, they going to give it to you. By all means, take it.
Okay. We've heard the sentiments. They have expressed their thoughts. And so we're going to go to a commercial right now. This is Rontel. This is the Ebony Sports Reporters.
What are you doing?
Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Coach Stud, Coach Julius Hall. Mr. Producer, or Ms. Producer.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
And we are back. This is Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Julius Hall, Coach Stud, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz. And we say support our advertisers, Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm, offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. Tim's Cafe, 714 MLK Junior Boulevard. Shep's Food and Gas. Don't ride by, stop by. On Stiles and Gwinnett Streets here in Savannah, Georgia. But then also we got One Price Cleaners located in Garden City on Highway 80 in the Farmers Market. We are not coming back to this right here. And we not come to the NFL draft, the NFL draft, the NFL draft. What's your thoughts with regards to that, Coach Stud?
Well, I think the first draft pick, I know everybody think it's looking like it's gonna be Caleb. I think they're gonna take LSU quarterback Jordan Daniels. I just feel like, but I've been known to be not so right, as Coach Fritz knows.
I was about to say something. I was about to say something.
Yeah, but I do think 1 and 2 will be quarterbacks though. We're gonna see a good draft too, and with the free agency, I think we'll see a good competitive season this year. I look for the Jets to really step up with my man Aaron Rodgers over there.
Okay. All right, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I see 5 quarterbacks going in the top 10, excuse me. 5 quarterbacks going in the top 10 because they showcase and they've done the combine. They've been doing their work. So there's a lot of people that have moved up their stocks. They went to the combines and brought up their stocks. Now Marvin Harris Jr., he is the truth. So he's going to be the first wide receiver coming off the board. So there's like at least 10 wide receivers. This is going to be a great draft, and you're going to see what it's going to be the next transcending players that come in the draft.
I think the first 4 are going to be quarterbacks. And his name is Junior. He'll probably be that number 5 pick after them first 4 quarterbacks. But that's going to be interesting too.
Okay. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I think that it'll be a bunch of quarterbacks taken. Also, this is a quarterback heavy draft this particular year. Quarterbacks and wide receivers. The NFL for some reason is getting away from running backs for some reason, like they used to always have. But it's going to be interesting to see who goes where. My Kansas City Chiefs will need but 1 or 2 weapons to go again and win again. I know y'all hating that Dallas Cowboys, Jaguars, and who your team, Jamal? Oakland Raiders. But how you get way out of Oakland? But anyway, yeah.
QB again, George Atkinson.
Oh, okay.
Both from Savannah, Georgia.
2 Savannah boys. Okay.
Both from Savannah, Georgia. So yes. So things are happening. Major League Baseball. It's elbow problems. Major League Baseball. Elbow problems. Guarding pitchers. Pitchers are falling up. Just like that. Elbow problem. And they come with a bunch of stuff. There's some people saying it's the pitch clock. Some saying it's velocity. What do you say, Coach Julius Hall? What do you see with regard to why you have pitchers, bam, going down, going out like that?
Listen, these kids are throwing this ball, and you're throwing and wearing that elbow out. Was that Tommy Johnson?
Procedure.
Yeah. So, I think pitchers I think pitchers are the most overpaid athlete in all of sports. All sports. Pitchers are the most overpaid athletes because they pitch every 4 or 5 games. You know what I'm saying? They're still on the bench for 4 games. You ain't got to play. You might play 20, you might pitch 20 games that year, 25, 30, but you're out of 162 that you're not playing every game like the first baseman or the catcher, or the outfielder, shortstop. The pitcher is the most overpaid player. I don't know how they pay these guys this kind of money anyway. Baseball, that's where we all need to go play baseball also.
Okay. Wow. Coach Stud.
Well, Brother Law, I'm going to disagree with you a little bit there when it comes to the pitchers. These guys playing 100, I believe, 162 games. Even though they're taking 2 or 3 days off with rest, they throwing that ball, not in some instances 100 miles per hour. And the velocity on that ball, they're just going to have to live with it. They're going to continue to have injuries for us and have to go up under the Tommy John surgery. It's the velocity they putting on that ball. And then they be throwing curved balls and backing people up off the mound. It's something serious with that ball coming at you like that now. And that shoulder throwing that ball, it's gonna take a toll on that elbow and also that rotator cuff in that shoulder.
All right. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
Well, I'm starting to believe, like what Julia said, I think the owners are starting to believe that maybe they are too expensive. Maybe we shouldn't be paying them all this money.
Wow.
Why else wouldn't you change the way the pitchers are pitching when you have all these players getting hurt? Because it's easier for you to devalue their worth. I don't have to pay you as much as your forefathers were getting paid if I can show that you can't last long. So instead of giving you $200 million for what, 5 to 7 years, look at what they did with the 2 pitchers from San Diego. What's his name? Snell. He held out. And guess what happened?
Didn't get his money.
Not only did he get his money, he got way less than what he thought he was going to get. Because they don't want to pay pitchers.
I agree with Julius in the sense that they're a little bit overpaid. They don't even last like, back in the days, pitchers used to be 9th inning, complete games. They just try to get to the 6th inning and that's it. They just try to get to the 6th inning. So you're not even paying them for the whole 9 inning. You're just paying them for the 6. And sometimes the guys that you gave all this money to, the Yankees, they just gave this guy a lot of money. He didn't even play all last year, the elbow injury.
But you got to realize, pitchers are getting paid for mechanisms, not because of we all
strikeouts,
can throw.
They getting paid
but
for
these
strikeouts.
People are throwing 100+ miles an hour. I'm paying you for the mechanism you can make that arm do. The minute that arm can't do what I just paid you to do, you are no longer of value to me. And this is how they are treating them. Yeah. So at some point, someone needs to realize something needs to change. You got the pitch clock here. You working them out like crazy. Of course, they're only playing every so often. They still got to re-up. They're not machines. So you got to build that body back up. I don't get it, to be honest.
Okay.
Baseball.
And so Juan Soto. How y'all feeling about Juan Soto? Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
In what regards?
I didn't get his thoughts. I didn't see what his thoughts was about.
I'm just saying, Juan Soto. Some people say Juan Soto is he's on par to like take it all. Juan Soto.
Well, you keep bigging him up. So even if he wasn't, every new sports show you turn to. And again, I'm not saying that he's not worth it. But if I'm gonna keep dancing to whatever beat you playing, yeah, pay me.
I'll say one thing: his play has, him being in right field, his play has made some extraordinary plays, gunning out the guy that was running. He from right field, he gunned out the guy at home plate. That was an extraordinary play, and he's backing it up with his bat. So
yeah, but okay, so look at him from when he was with the Nationals to when he went to San Diego till now. He ain't even the same person when he played with the Nationals. Why? Because y'all done convinced this man that he is worth every dollar that you gave him. So now what he do? I don't want to stay in this team that much longer. I want to move on to another team, but I want you to pay me to move. Not saying that he ain't worth it. What I'm saying is you created this monster. So now you got to deal with it.
Wow. Coach Julius Hall, they say that Juan Soto will become the highest paid baseball player based on what he's doing right now. But the hate I get from Coach Tisha, I got that Juan Soto is one of the other people. So go ahead, Coach Julius Hall.
Look. I'm going to get a whole lot of feedback from this and a whole lot of flack. But y'all got to realize, see, we're not on this planet by ourselves. Juan Soto is a Martian. He is an alien. See, y'all don't think that there are aliens right next to us and that people are coming here and posing as humans. Ron, man, serious, think about it. Where these people get the idea to make this damn phone? Where they get the idea to make this how y'all in New York, you way on the other side of the city, you in Jacksonville, I'm way out here in Portland, and we all sitting there. Where do you think, boy? Listen, it is aliens inside human bodies. What the Japanese boy name is with all that stealing all that money? He an alien. He can't hit that ball like that. Man, serious now. Serious. Y'all think about it. I'm just letting you know. That's how I feel.
Producers, I was about to mute him, producers. I about to mute him, but I was saying I'm hosting. I didn't want to mute him, but I want to mute him, producers. Just to let y'all know that. Coach Stud.
But no, hold on. Before you go to Coach Stud, when you go back 20 years from now, you'll say, wow, he said that they were aliens. And none of us believe it. We discounted it. We put him in the crazy house. You know, but you'll be saying that somebody on this planet, there are aliens here, boy. I'm telling you. Y'all play with it if you want. Go ahead, Coach.
Once you get a big name in baseball, it's going to come with a high dollar price tag. And players know how to use that to their advantage.
That's right.
And this is what he's doing. Now, Mike Tyson told us something in his prime. He said, trust me when I tell you the best is yet to come. So that may be what my brother-in-law is referring to about aliens.
He bailing you out there.
There's real aliens here, man. I'm telling you. These people can't do the things they doing, man. It's real aliens here now. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Okay. We move on to this right here. So the Masters, you know, the Masters in Augusta. What has been some of the best memories of the Masters, Coach Stud? And your thoughts about the Masters?
My best memories came in 1997 when Tiger Woods won the first Masters. He took them by storm and he done it in a landslide way. That's my best memory of the Masters, 1997, Tiger Woods.
And Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, the Masters.
I agree with Coach Studs. It was Tiger Woods winning the Masters, and then after he won the first one, he's hugging his father. That was a beautiful moment, especially the journey that they took. They showed him and his father when he was small to winning the whole thing. So that was a good moment, and I always remember that, him hugging his father after he won.
Ditto.
Okay. All right. And Coach Aylin Hunter.
I ain't hunting them. I just hope they don't hunt me.
Okay.
But listen, I got two memories, and one of them lasts forever. The first one is when Tiger hit this putt, and the ball just rolled all the way to the cup. Waited for a whole second and fell in. It was amazing. Mm-hmm. Like the wind just blew it in, and he won that tournament at the Masters. And that was they played that over and over and over again. That propelled him in. That might not have been his first one. That might have been his second or third one probably. But my lasting memory of the Masters is that Monday or Sunday when it's over. I want to remember that it's gone now. That's what I want to remember about the Masters. It's over. Hope they'll have no rainy days. It rained every Masters, every single Masters. Why?
Because it's springtime when they have it. That's why.
They're being punished just like the weeping time. It rains every Masters, every single Masters. Rain today on their ass. Go ahead, Jamal.
Because of the aliens.
Right.
Tiger is an alien. He Cabinasian, like you are.
And that's why I'm about to say we're gonna go to another commercial. Mr. or Ms. Producer, another commercial. This is Ebony Sports Reporters, Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Coach Stud, Coach Julius Hall, the Alien Hunter.
Transformative, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Creative, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Compassionate, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Leadership, that's what Sonya Jackson demonstrates. Dedicated, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Chatham County, there's never been a tax commissioner like Sonya Jackson. She has made the office more accessible, more consistent, more convenient, and more service-friendly. Let's keep Sonya Jackson while she takes the tax commissioner's office to new heights. On May 21st, cast your vote for a great public servant. Vote Sonya Jackson for tax commissioner.
And this is Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Coach Julius Hall, Coach Stud. And we're going to deal with some dogs right now, some dogs right now.
Sometimes that's just a little extra to give your team energy. Reese gets swallowed up by Cardoso, gives a little stare afterwards. Than we saw in the first half, both on the offensive and defensive ends. Crowd saw the replay one. Here's Cardoso, denied by Reese.
All righty.
Want it all, I won't leave a breadcrumb. What I thought it said some. Thought it said some. G-block, all we know is red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum. G-block, all we know is red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum. All we know is
All right. Coach Julius Hall.
Why you got to go to me? I tell you what, I'm going to go first because I know you don't want me to go last. Listen, that's why I tell you about Angel Reese. Angel Reese is that girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you say. I'd rather have Angel Reese on my team than Caitlin Clark. I'm going to tell you the truth because Angel Reese is going to motivate everybody. Now, Caitlin Clark going to be good because she's going to have better players around her than she had in college. Now, the only problem I had with Cardoso,
Camilla Cardoso.
Cardoso is that she don't jump. That's my only problem with her. She could be the most dominant player there is if she jumped. She don't jump, but listen, I'm telling you, I've been watching her. I sat there and watched the whole championship, and I told everybody, I say, all she got to do is jump. She blocking shots just because she's 6'7".
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if she jumped, oh man,
watch this.
She'll go before Caitlin. She's 6'7". I mean, girls, 6'7", playing that ball like that. She need a tall boyfriend. Jamal, you kind of tall. Might be available. All right.
He been there, done that.
All right. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
She might not be jumping because the coach don't want her to jump. Now, when she get to the WNBA, she may not have a choice.
Now,
but I love the way they play.
They battled each other.
Right.
They're not scared of each other. They went back and forth at each other.
They the reason them ratings is up because people want to see that on the court type play. They done made the NBA so soft you don't see that no more. They get ejected before you can even see a good shove. So the WNBA is bringing it.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Stud.
Listen, if I was putting together a team, give me Cardozo. At 6'7", she knows how to play down low. And she is physical with it while maintaining her femininity. Yeah, but I like Cardozo.
All right. Okay.
She like Joker.
And so now we have another little treat. And this sport right here, Coach Julius Hall used to play this sport.
I love Omega Ball because it's fast, the action is relentless, you get a ton of goals, you get a ton of big saves from the keepers, and you just have to be ready for anything to happen. I'm calling a goal, and literally 10 seconds later, a team's back in the other direction, scoring another goal. It is fast-paced, high energy, everything you want in a sport.
Omega Ball. Coach Julius Hall played Omega Ball, and this is the other sport that he also participated in when he was at Tompkins High School.
Till the day I die, all eyes on me. Till the day I die, ਕਾਰਾ ਕਾਲੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਰੋੜੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਰਹਿਣੀਆਂ ਹੋਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੇ ਆ ਪਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਮਹਿਨੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਚੱਲੂ ਚੈਕਿੰਗ ਤਾਂ ਚਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਗੋਲ ਗਏ ਪਰ ਸਾਡੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਲਾਸ਼ੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਲੈਣੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਜੋ ਕੰਮ ਪੂਰਾ ਡਨ.
Coach Julius Hall, if y'all don't know this, he's Punjabi. He's Punjabi. So again, that's why he plays Kabaddi. There he go. So Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, what do you think about Omega Ball and Kabaddi? What's your thoughts with regard to that?
Omega Ball looks very interesting.
I didn't get it. I mean,
it's
what's the difference between that and soccer?
Exactly.
It's just a shortened version of it, and they make it faster.
2 goals.
Yeah, they make it faster. But Julius, you doing that didn't look good for you. That didn't look good. You know what I mean? That didn't look good for you. Oh my God.
Listen, they building a new soccer stadium near my house. Remember, I live near City Field also. New soccer stadium, I'm sorry. That's going to be interesting.
There's going to be a lot of people going to soccer games.
There's going to be a lot of people.
All right. Coach Julius Hall.
I couldn't tell the difference either, Tish. Because I just can't figure out why they're coming up with these new sports. I guess it's time. Every 300 years, you kind of come up with some. You know, they used to have the sport in there where you go fight the lion back when you was in Rome. You know, so I guess now the gladiators where they go kill each other. That was the biggest sport back then. So I guess it has to evolve. We got to have something new after a while. So I guess that's what we looking at. And that wrestling thing, I don't know what the hell that was. I thought you was going to show us some rugby at first. Next thing I know, 2 guys see if I could get you in a hole and hold you. What was it? I couldn't understand. The other guy was trying to get out so he can get where? Where was he going? He had to go get the ball or something? Maybe you can tell us about that sport later.
All right, Coach Stud.
The first one was just a version of soccer. I saw no different. They were just scoring goals. The second one, I couldn't make out what they was doing. I don't know I thought it was rugby at first, but it looked like they was wrestling, and you certainly wouldn't catch my brother-in-law doing that.
At all. Right.
What was it? The
Kabaddi.
Kavidi.
Yes, indeed, Kavidi. But Coach Juice, I did do that, but we got moving to some other things because we know this is the bubbling thing right here. So that we're gonna dedicate everything to all this right here to the madness.
I don't have anything nice to say. I'm just kidding. She can jump very high. She can make big shots. She can get very steep post-ups.
Nice deep post-ups.
She's a dog.
Yeah.
She can lead the team very well.
Yes.
The best three-point shooter.
Yes, Stephen Curry.
She's a
and
good
Michael
cheerer
Jackson.
on the bench.
Yes. Yes.
She can do all the little things.
Yeah. Yes.
She can make some good rhythm shots.
Best player in the
She can
country.
do all of the above.
Yes. And you
She's
be the
the
best
best
shooter in the
No,
world.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she snuck by.
She's a Tahita Pow Pow is the best shooter in the nation.
Yeah.
Good job, Tessa. And Tessa Kylie Johnson has the cutest laugh.
Aw, thank you.
Coach Stud, the Lady Gamecocks.
That was a nice introduction of her teammates. Them Gamecocks for real. Yeah, and they're well coached. They got down 10-0 in that championship game. I'm jumping up, call timeout, call timeout. The veteran Coach Staley said, no, let them keep playing. And you saw what the results were. I was upset with her for not calling that timeout. They got down 10-0.
Not me.
You wanted to keep playing, Brendan?
Play.
And she weathered the storm and came out victorious.
All right. Coach Julius Hall. Coach Julius Hall.
When they went up 10-0, and Caitlin was doing this here, running to the sideline, doing this here and all. I told I think Mr. Barbie was over here, and my wife and Star. We were all watching the game for us, and I told him, I said, don't even sweat it. They made a run. I say, watch what they do. I said, this is what they needed to see. You know, I said, this is what they needed to see, what these girls going to play like. I said, they're finna clamp them down. I say, if Caitlin can't keep hitting threes, it's over. I don't care if they up 20-0. Them girls is built like that.
Yeah.
One thing I like about that South Carolina team is they show up. I mean, in I don't know what y'all see, but they show a genuine unselfishness.
Yes.
With each other. They show a genuine love. You know, I got to find the open player. I got to find the right spot to shoot this ball. I'm not going to shoot it just because you gave it to me. I love the way that she has those players playing. And that little one that was introducing, the players in that, oh, she all that and a bag of chips. How many threes she missed?
Not too many. Not many.
She hit about 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's me.
Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I think that's a testament to Staley. That's how, and like she said, this group was way different than anything she had experienced before. She had to find a way to coach them. And it wasn't always just about what they did on the court. She allowed them to be them. And like she said, one of the things that helped her out was the genuine love that they really had for each other.
Yep.
So it made it easier to coach them and for them to listen.
She called them the daycare. Most of them is young. So what I like about the South Carolina, it was like no matter which day it was, which tournament it was, which game it was, somebody else stepped up. And then Raven Johnson controlled the whole team. She was the leader. You know, luckily I did pick that one and they won. They didn't break my bracket, Coach Studs. You know, they that's the one you pick.
He's still salty, as you can tell.
With North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? But I did very good in the women's bracket. And South Carolina, they were like, oh, this is the haymaker you throwing? Okay, we see your haymaker. We're ready.
I knew they wasn't gonna let themselves lose to them again. They weren't gonna give them that back to back.
Yeah, that was great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
All right, Coach Stud.
I went first.
Oh, you? Oh, it slipped my mind because I was thinking about something. I was thinking about what we're gonna come to right now.
Police! Help! Help! Police!
I think she stole it 3 times.
She's palming it. Cookies.
Yeah, she did it like 3 times though.
Yeah.
Here's Clark. Had it knocked away, taken by Johnson. Johnson on the steal. Shovels to Kids, who lays it in. 40. Here's Clark. Clark looking to take Johnson. Clark into the paint, waits, gets denied, goes back up, and a held ball. Iowa has the possession arrow. Shot clock turned off, and Johnson picks the pocket of Clark. Raven Johnson lays it in. What a momentum buster to end the half. Clark, does she get it off? No, and that's how the first half ends. Instead of Iowa holding for 1, Raven.
He got hurt.
So, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
Clank, clank.
Raven said, you ain't gonna show me out 2 years in a row. You got that one last year, my girl, but you won't get it this year.
She looked like Gary Payton, the gloves. She was just like, give me that cookies. She was just taking it. And that was bad.
That was nice.
and you know, Caitlin is coming up. She's palming the ball. You're doing this.
Caitlin is playing 5 positions.
Yeah.
She can only do but so much. She trying to look to see who she can throw it to, realizing it ain't nobody to throw it to, not paying attention that this girl is watching every dribble she made.
Yeah.
All right. Coach Stud. Hello?
Coach Stud?
He ain't frozen.
Frozen. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
He ain't playing like Jamar.
Oh.
The fake
Coach Julius Hall. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I told Mr. Barrett while we were sitting there, you know, I'm coaching with Don. And when Johnson was guarding her, I'm telling you, all you had to do was watch her. She studied her.
Mm-hmm.
She's not. Caitlin Clark is looking to pass the ball, so she's making you think that you must respect her.
Right.
So she's dribbling without looking. So she's easy. It's easy to steal the ball from her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This girl had already studied that to see she's looking to pass or she's looking to go and shoot on you. Mm-hmm. So what you have to do with her is be ready to steal the ball, because she's doing this and she got the ball way out here. She don't have it close inside where she can control it. She got it out here, so it's easy to steal. I was coaching the game as I was going away, and the girl did a phenomenal job. I thought that they gave her just a little bit too much room on a couple of those threes, because of a real boxing one, you deny them the ball. You deny them a ball. They don't even touch the ball. Boxing one, those other 4 players got to beat me. That's what I was taught in high school. I put a boxing one on Jeff Malone. You know, I told you he was shooting 35 a game, but he only shot 21 on me.
They still won, right?
Coach Stud.
Not in the championship, no.
He froze again?
Coach Stud.
He froze again. Same position. That looked like the same pose.
Coach Stud, you froze again. We got to get him a new computer down there. I got one right here for you, brother. You got to get.
Okay. All right. All righty. But we have this right here. We have this right here for people to know.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Put that back up for a second. I need to reread the last line.
Yep. But the main storyline is correct.
Okay.
Coach Stud, you're back. All right.
Yeah, I'm back.
So we're going to at least give you your opportunity. What was your thoughts with regards to Raven? What was your thoughts with regards to what we've seen manifested with South Carolina? And then get into with regards to, if we need to put the comment back up for you to look at the comment, we do that right now.
It's the media.
I was CNN.
Yeah, it's the media.
And even Samuel L. Jackson made a comment about that, how he was stunned at some of this. So, Coach Stubb, we give you the opportunity to go share your thoughts.
Okay, let me speak on South Carolina first. It was from the onset, they was on a mission to stop Kayla. They had heard about her all season and this and that. She got off some good shots, in the first half, them. But after that, they was determined. They was on her. And they hold her to just minimum points the second half. But the defense they was putting on her, they was ripping them. And I was loving every minute of it too. Because I wanted them to get that revenge fight that I didn't want her to get there and then lose 2 years in a row to them. The critics would have ate her up then. Now she slammed the door on the critics. And ain't no black woman have done that. She is winning, and like you say, it's unity with the team. They got love for each other. They believe in their coach. Like the girl Few Ellen, she said she had to bench her at one point. She even told her parents, "Hey, I have to discipline. This is what I have to do." And the parents didn't pull her. They let her went on and got her discipline, and look what the end results was. So I was very proud of them.
All right.
One thing I want to add is that they're real deep on that team.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of freshmen that would start on other teams. And one player I forgot all about, and when she came in the game and started contributing, I said, where the hell was she? Bree Hall.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm saying, is that Darius Rucker's daughter?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know whether it's Darius Rucker's daughter or not. From Hootie and the Blowfish.
Mm-hmm, yeah, because he went to USC. He went to the University of South Carolina also.
Yeah, I think they said that was his daughter. I can't remember. I think they said that was his daughter. But anyway, they're deep, and we got to watch them. They're going to be something. They're going to be something.
And what comes into play also is that people say, if you notice as a shooter, now that's why I was waiting on Coach Julius Hall, because I thought Coach Julius Hall was going to bring this up, because people are saying that Caitlin, she got her 30, but she had 18 in the first quarter. Well, in the first half, she had 18, but then after that, she just had 12 for the rest of the game. And Raven had told Dawn, put me on her. I have studied her. Mm-hmm. And that's when she shut it down. So she only got 7 points. That is good. Caitlin only got 7 points based on Raven Johnson saying that she has studied her and went into it. And that's why, again, we talk about the bench, that if you look at the stats with regards to the box scores, you'll see that basically Iowa had nothing being contributed from the bench. But South Carolina was well-rounded. And so people try to make that as if that was an issue, because none of them had scored 30. It was like, then, but you saw everyone scored except for one player. Everybody from South Carolina scored. So again, but that's a part of you dealing with some of the issues that we see happening constantly with us. And so we're going to go to this right here, because this person had a perspective that I was like, yeah, we need to put it out there. And so we come right here, right now.
Dawn Staley has proven to be a top 5 coach in the history of women's basketball.
Yes.
Right now. I mean, let's get that out the way right now. Top 5. When you talk about Gino, when you talk about Pat Summitt, when you talk about Vanderveer, when you talk about Kim Mulkey, you're talking about Dawn Staley. She's right in that discussion. That's number one. Number two, why are we saying that? Over the last 3 years, like you pointed out, Shanae, 109-3, 47-1 in the SEC. 16-1 in the NCAA tournament, 3 Final Fours, 2 national titles, 3 consecutive Naismith Coach of the Year awards. That's the last 3 years. Now we go over the last 16 years that she's been at South Carolina, because people forget she's been there like 16 years. Her record is 440-106. That's a winning percentage of 80.6. 6 Final Fours, 3 national titles, 8 SEC tournament titles, 8 SEC regular season titles, and a 4-time Coach of the Year. These are credentials that come associated with all-time greats. When you talk about Dawn Staley, from this day moving forward, at the University of South Carolina, remember, you can mention Gino, you can mention Pat Summitt and Vanderveer and Mulkey. Remember that Dawn Staley is in that conversation. Top 5 all-time in the history of college, of women's coaching, period.
All right.
Agreed.
Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz. We also throw out something, dynasty.
Definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely dynasty.
Definitely a dynasty.
And I do think people have forgotten how far she has come. Yeah. Which, when CNN printed about the game win, that's what you should have put up first versus putting up Iowa. Because after 2024, ain't nobody talking about Iowa. That's it. They had their shine while Caitlin was there. You could tell that by how they played. She literally had to play all 5 positions. That's why she didn't score no more points. That's why she was tired running up and down that court. She didn't have nobody.
Like Julia said, that boxing one, once you get a player to say, Coach, I got her.
Yeah.
That was it,
And they knew she didn't have weapons.
If you don't have another person next to you or weapons, that's it. But this is going to be a dynasty because they're freshmen.
Well, they got 3, so it's a dynasty already.
No, they got to get this one next year.
They are considered a dynasty with the 3 that they have.
Yeah, that was some people say. So yes,
yeah, absolutely.
So again, because you had one team that died in this sport that was called a dynasty of one. They were called a dynasty of one. So, but now we go to Coach Stud.
Well, Stephen A. Smith summed it up, and he said Coach Stanley need to be put right up in that top category. He summed it all up.
Yep.
Got to give her respect that's due. He should have just added she have a dynasty. But Stephen A. Smith summed it all up for us. Couldn't have been done no better. He put the stats up there and let us see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Coach Julius Hall.
Well, we all know how great she is. She's a player's coach. They love her because she gives them discipline. She gives them love, and she lets them be themselves, but she also lets them understand that they have a responsibility and a charge to keep. Once you get in that uniform and you enter on that campus, then you got to be outstanding individuals because everybody's watching you. And when you get those type of coaches that can coach and get a player to buy into that, then you are great. We know what Dawn Staley can do. She's classy as hell.
She really is.
Yeah.
And she can back up what she's telling them, and they see it.
Yeah.
And that causes some problems. Because you got problems right now going on. People are upset. They're upset about the greatness. So what occurred, some people now criticize that. They criticize, say, why can't she be professional? Why can't she be classy? And this is what they said. So again, other people then made a comment and say, hey, listen, because they're African American. That's why you say that. They say if Iowa had won and they did that right there, y'all would have thought that was fine. So, Coach Julius Hall.
Our coach can't dance like that, even though she had no rhythm just now, like me. Our coach can't dance like that anyway. So why would they do something that's not in their nature? They can't dance, you know? So you let her celebrate any way she wants to. Matter of fact, they need to shut the hell up. Who's holding the trophy?
Right.
She is.
Get like her. Stop hating. You know, congratulate.
All right. And Coach Stud.
Whereas unfortunately, you're gonna always have the haters. Like you said, if Iowa had a won and done that little performance, nothing would have been said. Coach Stanley is nothing but class, and everything she have done have been a class act. I saw nothing wrong with her dancing a little bit. Hey, she just won. You had many people looking for her to lose and wanting her to lose as you did, wanting her to be successful.
Yep. All right. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I mean, look at how far she's come. Look at where she was last year this time. Of course she dancing. Of course she's giving thanks. Why wouldn't she? It would have been no different if Iowa would have won. They would have been, you know, celebratory in some, I'm sure, way very similar.
She lost 5 starters. Yes, she deserved the dance. She lost all her starters. Everybody, you know, set up. This is going to be a rebuilding year. She took a bunch of, what you call it, the daycares, and took them to the national champions. If you're talking about daycare, there go the dynasty, because they coming next year. They coming.
All right. Okay. Guess what?
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I'm with it.
Love their celebration.
I'm with it.
Love their celebration. When you win, you can celebrate however you want.
They deserve it.
You won. There's nothing to say about it.
Can you imagine being a freshman, walking out with that type of, you know, accolades on you already? If you're doing this your first year, oh, they better look out.
Like Julia said, they got the it. They got it. So they gonna, oof, they could dance. They deserve it. They deserve to dance. You won the dance. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right. And Coach Julius Hall.
Well, they would have did the same thing Tom Brady did when he lost. They just went on home, you know. They might have cried, you know. What you wondering for? What losers do?
Right.
Try to come back the next year. That's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
They lost last year and came back and told you, okay, we're going undefeated. They have it. That whole team has it. And they believe in the program. They believe in what Don Staley is pouring into them. Mm-hmm. And those kids are winners. It's going to be hard to beat them because they play as a team. Ain't no individualism anywhere on that court.
Nope.
I mean, I was just amazed at how they are a team. They if you look in the dictionary and look on the team, you'll see the South Carolina Gamecocks lady basketball team.
All right, Coach Stud.
Hey, I like their swagger. They deserve to celebrate. This team just went undefeated. You had people saying, oh, they're going to lose this game. They're going to lose that game. This is going to be the team that beat them right here. They just knew that Iowa was going to beat them again, right there for the championship and come up empty again. It didn't happen. So, hey, let them celebrate. They deserve that. And I like the swagger.
All right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And so we're going to close it. This being the last thing. Oh, no, not the last. We got at least we're going to pay homage to them, but they're going to be the last. So we got them as champions, but something else unique happened also during this time right here. Something else unique happened too.
Yes, ma'am.
It was quite remarkable, yes.
So you saw them, and I forgot, gotta make sure I add this right here.
Mm-hmm.
And Don talked to Aaliyah and said, look how God working there for you. Look at what God doing for you. Aaliyah Boston said, let it be thrown out there. Look at God. And so you saw those 5 women right there, black women right there. But you know there was an issue that happened, right? With regards to that.
Because of the statement Don made?
Oh, no. What happened with ABC and ESPN? ABC they cut. This historical moment with regard to USC winning, but then also now you have these 5 black women right there. And so ABC didn't cut. And some viewers got upset about it. They stayed on ESPN. So again, we got to pay honor and pay homage to those black women right there who were right there. They were the crew for a champion dynasty that was happening right there. So again, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
Well, I was one of those that was upset with ABC because I initially was watching it on ABC. And I'm like, how did we get to the news? What happened to the commentators? So then I turned to ESPN. I was like, oh, this what we doing? Would y'all have done that if Iowa would have won? Like, what are y'all doing? Why wouldn't you extend it? You extend it for any freaking thing else. Okay, I got past that. But I was also glad that Dawn made the statement to ESPN saying, this what y'all need to do. You see these women right here? They need their own show, which I wholeheartedly agree with. When it's the NBA season, that's all you hear. You may see a little sprinkle of the WNBA, but they don't get talked about like that. So hopefully they will put a network, put a crew together. The crew they had up there did phenomenal.
All right.
It was a well televised. They broke records, and you needed women that sportscasters. That was their game. You let them do their sportscasting, and for them to be all black females, kudos to them.
All educated black females.
Educated, and times are changing. Let them do their sports, and let them do their broadcasting. It's unfortunate ABC just cut them off just like that, but it is what it is. ESPN just kept the celebration.
I thought it was
going.
just us in New York. I didn't realize it, happened all over.
And Coach Stud.
Well, actually, I was going to ESPN anyway for the post game because I felt it would be better than ABC. But ABC cut so quick before I got going. They did do that, but I got there. But like Coach Tish said, these are educated black women. And hey, it's their time to shine now. It's a sports that's been dominant. 80% they make up of it anyway. So why not let them shine? I'm happy for the sisters.
All right. Coach Julius Hall.
Y'all forgot where y'all live at? This is America, the United States of America. This is Donald Trump's country right now. And so we have to take it back. These people have gotten emboldened and doing whatever the hell they want. They don't respect you, so you have to make them respect you. So it's going to take a while to get them and put them back in the closet. They've come out of the closet. And so in order to put them back in the closet, you have to be a participant in the process. You can't complain if you don't vote. You can't complain if you're not engaged. So we have to make sure that our disunity dissipates and our unity starts to gel. And also, I was looking they had the game on 3 different channels.
Yes.
And so when I hit the little C on my remote, and it took me to the little C right there, and it took me to see the little C right there. I hit that in sports. So when you hit that, you go to sports, and I hit the wrong one. I didn't realize it was on 3 different channels. And I got Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. And I was pissed because I'm trying to watch the game, and they steady talking. You know, and my wife just upset. And I say, man, something wrong. I said, something is wrong here. Tanya wanted to see the game. She said, I don't want to hear them talk. They wouldn't shut up. So I finally went back and hit it again and saw that it was on 3 different stations. I can go to ESPN, ABC, and it was on one other station that they were on. I wondered why
ESPN2.
ESPN2.
Yeah,
they had Diana Taurasi. They looking like a dude, dressed like a dude, and acting like a dude, and looking like a dude. You know what I'm saying? Everybody won't see this here. But anyway, yeah.
The opinions of Julius Hall is not the opinions of Ebony sports reporters. I have to say that.
Well, actually,
Diana, we like you.
This is what he told me to do. This is what he sent me a text message. Told me to say, this is we're gonna close the show out with this right here. This is what he said. This is what this is all about right now. Because y'all talking about this right here. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh yes, don't want to play.
Oh yeah, see, that's God.
Craziest 30 seconds ever.
Open in the semifinals, and one of these men will take it in just like that. Michael Duke floors Tyrone Spong. Big right hand by Duke. Duke said he has nothing to lose, and he's showing that right now. A couple of other shots get through from Duke. Oh, big shot from Tyrone Spong. Floors Michael Duke.
Michael Duke is in big trouble here. His eyes are crossed. He just ate. Oh no, this fight's over.
He's not getting up. That's.
He couldn't see. He couldn't see. Everything was spinning. He'll be a fool to go out there again because man gonna kill him.
That first hit was like, oh, that's how we fight it. Oh, okay, I got something for you.
So that's what Coach Julius Hall said. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. That's how we got to function. They come at us like that. So we'll let y'all close it out with y'all thoughts on that and what we got to do. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, never give up. You might be down for a second. Never give up. That's right. But you got to be in the game to win it. If he had just stayed down when that man hit him the first time, then the game over. You can't give up, and you got to be in the game. You know, and that's just the way that we got to look at life. We're behind the 8 ball, so we have to get in front of all these things, and it's just us. You know, we just got to be unified. That's all I got to say.
All right, Coach Stud.
That was great, running along, but sometime in that 8-foot square, now when them leather gloves connect on that button, it clogs things. Things get kind of clouded, and you know your legs get like jelly. You be wanting to get up, but you just can't. That's my take on that one.
Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I mean, as long as the ref didn't call a fight, he knew all he needed was that crack. And that's with life. If you get a crack in the door, kick it open.
Yeah,
that's right.
And when the guy got too overconfident, and they came back to bite him in the butt. But the other guy never gave up. He's like, okay, I know what I can do. I know what my skill sets are. I'm gonna go out here and prove it. 30 seconds, bang, knock them out.
And I really hope these young kids these days realize that there's nothing that you can't not do. You just gotta want to do it.
Yeah.
All right. And go to Ebony Sports Reporters, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Coach Stud. And what's your thoughts with regards to what's going to happen with regards to, I forgot. There are no more brackets we got to deal with. Just that we got the NBA coming up. So again, two more games, and now we go to the playoffs. We'll see. All right.
Just won.
As you see, they just won.
They just beat Boston.
Are y'all in the playoffs?
Oh yeah.
Can't you tell?
What spot y'all in?
Probably gonna be 2 now, thanks to Milwaukee losing.
Oh, y'all in 2?
We're in 3 right now.
They in 3 right now, but I think they are going to 2.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Milwaukee's had 3 coaches in 1 year. In 1 year time, they've had 3 coaches, Milwaukee Bucks. So we'll see what happens on next week. Ebony Sports Reporters, with Coach Stud, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Coach Julius Hall, the Alien Hunter. You had the Martian Manhunter, but now we have the Alien Hunter.
Yeah, the aliens are in Madison Square Garden if they beat in Boston.
Well, they in Boston.
They're in Boston. Actually, they're in Boston.
Wow, that really tells you the aliens are prevalent.
My God! Good night, everybody.
Good night.
For our advertisers. All right.
All right. Good night.
like that.